Jerry, back to winning ways deservedly this afternoon too in Essex. A fine defensive display and a threat going forward too. You must be delighted.
Yeah, almost a perfect performance, Mark. I thought we knew what we were going to come up against when we got here. We said, didn't we, at the pre-match as well, that the grass is really long. They play a certain way, very direct, want to drop balls on you. They almost give them away, sort of counter-attack, sort of counter-press you really. Give them away to come and get it off you high up the pitch. I thought we defended resolute all game, really strong. And then we always looked to threat. We said what we couldn't get is embroiled into their type of game. And I thought our first pass on winning the ball back today was real bravery, real security in it. And of course we looked to threat with our front boys. We know we've got some real dangerous players. Okay, it's 2 penalties in it, 2-1. We're just chatting here, aren't we, Michael? Just saying it 2-1. We think we probably deserve to be a lot more up in the game. We've had when Mo goes on, he's had a couple of glorious chances, but he's made them himself. That was a joy today. I could change something off the bench in an attacking sense. Fletcher's had a couple of chances. Cody's had a couple of more as well. So it was about putting the tin hats on, defending lots of long throw-ins, coming right in a real dangerous area. Lots of free kicks when you're giving them away are just going to come in on you as well. And all the direct play we've dealt with. And it's not just the first contact. What we've done is we dealt with the second balls really well. And like I say, it's almost like the perfect performance from us today. Much deserved as well. I got to say, we always felt like over the last couple of weeks our luck's not been with us. Second half performance from Dartford was fantastic. Deserved something out of that game. I said Tuesday was a good night in training. That Jim told me after I'd gone and watched Shaftesbury, and then Thursday night there was a real intensity and real meaning and real desire in training to try and put the wrongs right that we've made in the last couple of weeks, and we've not made any mistakes. That's the key as well. So I'm really pleased for the players because they've put a huge amount of effort in this week to get this result.
Said about luck being against you, a bit like you receiving a message at 10 o'clock last night from your first choice goalkeeper saying he's missed out, and you've got to throw Will Fuller in for a first one against a team that put long throws and corners underneath the bar as well.
Yeah. It's difficult on a Friday night. That's the worst phone call that any manager could ever get. When you see your phone ring and it's a player, it's not going to be good news, is it? So I almost half ignored it, but I had to answer it in the end. And poor old Ryan probably got the wrath on my tongue a little bit, probably not in the wrong way, but it's just my frustration again because it's happened week on since we started the season. You know, you lose Ryan Harley last week, and other things like Mo Torrey going out of the team as well when we're playing well. Poor old Callum Wood goes and gets COVID as well. But the thing is, we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We get on with it. We knew the performance levels were getting there. We knew it's a new group. And come here, let's make no bones about it. This is a tough place to come, as I said, for all those reasons. And the players have reacted in the right way. I've got to say that, Will coming in, that's hard for him today to come in. He's not played any football for us. We've gone a certain way with it. We've told the back three to go and defend his box for him, keep him on the line. The one moment he did come out, it was a difficult one for the goal. But we could have defended it better, obviously. But other than that, I think he's played ever so well. He's got good distribution, talks really well, and I'm really pleased for him actually. So we get on the bus now with a much deserved 3 points, a real good confidence boost for the players, a nice FA Cup tie to look forward to with the utmost respect we're going to pay to Shaftesbury down there. As you know, you were down there, a very, very good side, well organised, do things the right way, and we'll have to have the right mindset this week going into that.
Going to be a different game next week to this. But staying on the topic of this week's game, it felt like it suited Ben Gehring quite well, those long throws. I thought he was immense this afternoon. He
was terrific, yeah, and Jack Batten and Joe alongside him as well. I don't like singling out players, but he's a leader. That's why I've signed him. He goes and mops that up, and his first contact on the ball and putting himself in the right position was great. We asked him to engage on the 9 and let Joe and Jack come round his cover. We've asked Jack and Joe to go and engage. We feel as if we're a little bit deep, even when we play forward. We're not getting up the pitch high enough in certain games. Loads of analysis work's gone on. There were some messages sent out by me last night to the group, just some reminders on what they've done in training. And it was no rocket science. It was nothing really tactical. It was a mindset to the game. And we put it up again in the board and reminded them again at half time. And they've taken it on, and that's a good group in there. As I said, we got some very, very good players. Ben said it before we went out. Look around, you've got a good dressing room, some good players in here, and hopefully that's the start of a little run for us because I really do believe it's a good side. I'm not going to get carried away. I never did after Billericay. I never did after Tonbridge. And as I said, I think we've had a lot of bad luck in the recent games, not getting results. And when you've lost 3, Mark, it's difficult. It's always in the back of your mind, whether you're a manager, a coach, or a player. It's all in the back of your mind. You don't want to go 4. And like I said, a lot of credit to these boys. They've showed good determination, good quality, and a great attitude to play for the football club.
Not going to take it lightly next week, of course. As you said before, you were there on Tuesday night and you saw what Shaftesbury have to offer. It's going to be a different surface, completely a 3G pitch, which Would suit your men, I would have thought.
Yeah, no, I was chatting to a few on the way up, actually. I said I don't want to talk about it too much. We started to talk about it a little bit in the dressing room, but people like Marley Francois, Elliot Freer, they love playing on 3G facilities because they're good ball runners. Alex Fletcher, likewise as well. There'll be a good speed on the pitch. I've seen it. It's a brand new one, not very much used, but they're good at it as well, by the way. So they're a good technical team. They move the ball around and they've got some pace about them. But I always say if you keep the ball and we're a threat, then it makes it difficult for an opposition. There's an expectation because we're a higher level club to go and win that game. And I always say every year we owe it to the club to get through the first couple of rounds, and then it becomes a players' FA Cup then. We've spoke about it before in recent years. We have not had a FA Cup run for a very long time. I remember playing for Bath City and having a lovely FA Cup run, but there's some players who haven't in there, so I want to make sure they get a good FA Cup run if they that The only thing that will get them there is the right mindset again. And with a bit of luck, hopefully we've rode all our bad luck. Hopefully we get a few bodies back next week. Callum Wood is on the treadmill this morning, so he's starting to get back. He went for a long walk and his heart rate went up over 100. So that tells you how COVID's hit him. So we'll see where he's at this week. Motori going on and getting, 25 minutes, I think it was. So let's hope we have a clean bill of health this week and we go into that game ready to take on a really tough game against Shaftesbury.